We're going to call the January 12th regular scheduled meeting of Shamokin City Council to order at 6 p.m. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance and a short moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can we have roll call, please?
Councilman Barno.
Here.
Councilman Duganitz.
Here.
Councilman Taylor.
Here.
Councilman Shuck.
Here.
Mayor McLaughlin.
Here.
And also present for this meeting is our new solicitor, Attorney Judge McDonald,
Present.
welcome, Judge.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
And Mayor, all present and accounted for, so.
Thank you. Do we have anything under presentations?
No, sir.
It's not a presentation, but I would like to take this opportunity to thank the AOAA for the $6,000 donation that the city received here this past month. It's a pleasure working with those guys, and it's nice to see a little bit of return to the city. At least I appreciate everything they do, and just want to make sure that they know that we are most certainly appreciative of the donation.
And Mayor, at the time that was presented to me, I also expressed to Mr. Porter and the representative from the AOAA who was present, how grateful you and council and I are to them for that donation.
And if we can, we should probably send an official thank you. Okay. Bids. Do we have anything under bids?
I didn't get that.
You said you had another
No,
bus.
sir.
That must have been pretty cool.
Correspondence.
No, sir.
Okay. Citizens' comments contingent upon business listed on the agenda.
Okay. Since you were familiar with that, I just got, there is something there.
I put it on his desk.
On mine?
Yeah,
In the folder?
no, it was separate from the folder.
Okay. Unfortunately, we don't have that present.
Is this something we need?
Yes.
You want me to go get it?
Where'd you?
I have to run down to my car to get my phone. Do you want me to run and get it for you?
You wouldn't know where it's at.
She'll find it quicker since she knows what it looks like.
Get Mark to get it.
We can move on. We can move on from that one.
Would that be number 8 for correspondence? Correspondence.
Okay. So we'll go back to citizens' comments.
Yes, sir.
Contingent upon business on the agenda. Does anyone have any, do we have any comments? No? Okay. Minutes. We have no minute, the minutes are not, okay.
Yeah, this time.
Okay. So the minutes from the previous meeting are not ready yet, so that'll be
And I apologize
postponed
for
for the
that.
next.
It's been a very hectic 30 days with budget and holidays and so forth. And, this is-
We'll take care of that next month. Bills. Do I have a motion to approve the bills for December of 2025 as listed on the bill list?
I'll second.
Before we do that, there was a slight clerical error, so there is a bill that is not going to appear on that list, but I do have it here for all council to see before you decide to approve.
Okay,
This is supposed to be
On the list.
on the list.
Yeah, to check to the recreation.
So that is a check from general fund to recreation fund, so it's just internal within city funds that has to do with taxing.
It was originally a check from Tax Claim Bureau, Mike, and it's when people who don't pay their taxes here on time, they go to the taxes, or to the county. And then when the county pays us, and I get usually a $47,000 check on a monthly basis, I allocate that to each fund, how much should be in each fund. So that was November's allotment.
Okay. And I see that it's also the shade tree, the fund.
They
also.
both are in your
And It's stating that they're depositing $1,876.75 into the Parks and Recreation.
And what was that again, Mike?
$1,876.75. $1,828 will go into the Department of Recreation, and $48.75 will go to the shade tree.
And both go into the recreation fund itself. And just for context, there are several other transfers similar to that for prior year taxes that are also under this tonight. So that's just one.
Well, I'd
That's
like
right
to
down
keep
the
that
road.
shade tree separate anyway.
It is.
It is separate.
There are two different line items.
Just keep that separated.
Yeah, we
It's in
were-
the same fund.
Okay.
In the recreation fund, there's two different line items.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second. Do we have any other questions?
I have no questions, but I would like to thank our controller for the breakdown
Yes.
of some of the bills. Very informative, and I truly appreciate it. I'm sure that's a comment also, very informative.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Maybe that's not the,
And just for the record, anyone on council can at any time come into City Hall, during regular hours, and ask the city any bill that your heart desires. Always has been, always will be, at least when I say. A practice.
Okay, thank you. So we need roll call.
Yes, sir. Councilwoman Arnold,
Yes,
Councilman Evans.
Yes.
I'm not laughing at you. Councilman Kaler,
Yes.
Councilman Shuck,
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
The motion carries 5-0.
Directors, well, let's go back. Do we have the correspondence that you were speaking
I
of?
received a letter of interest, from Amy Newhall, agrees I'm reaching out to express my genuine interest joining the Shamokin Housing Authority vacant position. I have, approximately 5 years' experience in helping run the Shamokin Police Department, which I am the secretary. I also have almost 5 years' experience in helping to assist at the city swimming pool. She feels her experience and organizational skills could be good fit for the board. Thank you, and you call.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Please note, she is a city employee, so
Yes,
I don't know if that makes, do we have any, well, we have, there's, I believe the housing authority are allowed to have 2 that are paid by the city that are allowed to serve on that. Am I correct with that, Angie?
there's a copy of the housing authority bylaws. I think I can show you.
They were literally just handed to me 5 minutes ago.
Okay. But I believe it is two, you can have up to 2 people that actually are,
That's what was discussed at the meeting last Monday,
right.
or Tuesday. Once I get a chance to review them, if that's wrong, I'll let.
Okay, thank you.
So, could we have an executive session then prior, for personnel purposes, prior to boards and.
to discuss what
The
person,
personnel.
just that right?
No, well, but that would play into it.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Okay, directors' reports, accounts and finance.
Well, hello, everybody. Looking forward to working with you. My first official meeting, so here we go. All right, so the general fund is, as of January 1st, at $266,401.35. Liquid fuels, $258,917.51. Library, $189,985.41. The sinking fund, debt service is $280,137.34. Recreation account is $31,033.36. Street lighting fund is zero as of the beginning of the year, because the budget was fully spent last year. The American Legion is at $361.68. Neighborhood Mitigation Fund is at $63,214.16. Code Department, $8,636.50. Police Department, $2,046.01, with a total balance in all accounts at $1,100,733.42, according to the report prepared for me by Ms. Kent. Thank you very much. And that is my report.
Thank you, Mr. Gerber. Parks and public buildings.
Well, the food distribution for the month of December, they went very well. I guess everybody, because the SNAP accounts, now that Pennsylvania Department of Agriculture, they finally released their money, and the United States was no longer under shutdown, so everybody had their money in their SNAP accounts, so it was a lot lower. So, and I was very happy with that. If you remember, around Thanksgiving, it was about close to 500. Well, we brought it down to 247 by time for Christmas. So the need was there, but it wasn't really, people were able to manage. So I also want to thank again CSO for making this possible every month, as well as Victory House. They help me out every time I need with the food distribution. They come there, and of course Susan Ward, my right-hand person over there with the intakes, because it takes a lot of work, and it's should I say it's fun, but it is. I mean, it is. It's busy and it's enjoyable to see everybody. Our next food distribution, I will be having flyers. I'll give it to Michelle, and I'll see if I can get it on the web pages. And this is for downtown. We made just a plain one. It's every fourth Friday of the month at the Claude Keeler Park. So our next food distribution will not be this Friday, but next Friday. So, and we'll get the word out. I'll get it on Facebook and get it out there again. And it'll be at the Claude Keeler Park. The other thing I have are Kevin from the street department said, people, if you have Christmas trees, live Christmas trees, set them outside. Don't just set them outside of your house, but also try to call City Hall to let them know. And just give them the address, say, hey, I have a tree outside. The city will pick them up because they'll use it for mulch and they'll mulch them. So just make sure that there's no ornaments, lights. I don't think anybody uses tinsel anymore, but just in case, tinsel, garland, just make sure that there's nothing on them. But they will pick them up. If you call City Hall directly and just say, I have a tree, can they pick it up in front of my house? They will not go on your porch. That's your private property. They will not go. You need to put it out in front of the house. So if you could do that, we appreciate it. And I know at the workshop, I said I'll get the deer down and the rest of the decorations on Market Street. That's my fault personally. I own, because I work during the weekends were tough, especially this weekend because of all the weather, and I'm going to get them down as soon as possible. So please don't yell at me if you're still seeing candy canes down on Market Street. I will get there on a Saturday, I swear, and take them down. And once the weather cooperates. So that's all I have.
Thank you. Streets and public improvements.
The only thing that I have is pertaining to decorations. The street department, they do have all the decorations down from Independence Street and Market Street. And the only last thing that has to be taken down would be the Christmas tree that is down by the Independence Fire Company, and that will be taken down in the next couple of days.
I think you're running the same problem, the weather.
Right.
Cooperate.
So that's all I have.
Thank you. Public safety.
Yes, smoke, for the fire, smoke and fire bureau. Fires, we have 10. Hazardous situation, 1. Incident type undefined, 1. Medical, 4. No emergency, 13. Public service, 8. Rescue, 2. For a grand total of 39. And for the code office, code enforcement revenue, total revenue collected is $5,998.04. For complaints addressed, 179. Warnings, 19. Notice of violation letter sent, 38. Rental inspections, 16. Posted unfit, 2. Stop work ordered, 1. Tickets issued, 19. Citations issued, 68. Fire calls, 6. And that's all I have.
That's all you have. Thank you, sir. I do want to make one comment on the code enforcement because I probably had 6 phone calls this past month on between garbage issues, snow shoveling. Everybody has to realize that just because you still see the garbage there, or just because you still see the sidewalks that weren't shoveled, does not mean citations were not issued.
Correct.
Okay, I've probably called Bruce and Danielle a half dozen times to check on complaints from people that said things weren't addressed. Every one of them was addressed by our code department. But just remember that we cannot force compliance. We do our best to try to make people or get people to address the issues, but we can't force them to remove the garbage in a day or 2. They'll get the citation and they'll get another citation if the garbage remains. There's an abatement process that we will use in extreme issues, but at the same time, abatement costs the city money, and it's money that we don't really have to put out there, especially when we don't necessarily, it's not guaranteed to get it back. So I just wanted to make that comment so people realize it is not the code enforcement office not doing their job. It really just comes down to sometimes people don't care. The controller.
I don't have much tonight, other than I'd like to say it's an honor to work with all of you. I appreciate this opportunity. I did receive the computer today, so our IT people will be configuring it, and then I'll have full access to QuickBooks and everything I need. So starting the next meeting, I should be able to provide budget to actual reports to you every meeting. That's my intended goal. And that's all I have.
Okay. Treasurer.
I have completed the municipal tax information year-end report, the municipality report of elected and appointed officials, our DCED M965, which makes sure that you get your liquid fuels money. I am working on the survey of financial condition currently, and I'm also at the same time working on year-end tax. I just today finished my last tax report for December 31st. Now, in the afternoon, I started on the year-end report, reconciliation. There are 2 more very important year-end reports that need to be completed. 2 of them actually there's 3. 2 for the pension, and 1 is our audit. The audit gets entered on our website under municipal statistics by our auditors. I log them in and they enter the data because it is just an enormous amount of work. Other than that, everything else is good. Working with John and Dakota already has been.
Also, she's been an asset to me, big one.
I'm very pleased because they're very anxious to learn. So it's a great feeling.
after all these years,
Yes,
you know, we all kind of all want the same thing.
yes, yes, so,
And you know,
that's it.
it's kind of a shame on me, being that we do have people that might not have come to the work session or the reorganizational meeting. So how about we do a couple introductions? Please stand, John. John Knowles is our new city controller that was appointed at our reorganization meeting. Mr. Shuck. Mr. Shuck, Dakota Shuck, is our new finance director. He won the election back in November. Welcome, Mr. Shuck.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Anthony McDonald, he is our new solicitor. He was appointed at our reorganizational meeting. And Rick Kanovich, who's sitting in the back. Rick is our treasurer in waiting. He'll be taking over when Brenda is done and Rick is able to take that office. So just want to welcome everybody, say welcome aboard and good luck.
Thank you.
Chief of Police.
Mr. Mayor, Council, you've received a copy of our December report as well as our year-end report. I'm just going to review the year-end report. Juvenile arrests were 48, criminal complaint arrests 400, non-traffic citations 80, traffic citations 890, traffic warnings issued 50, parking tickets 3,520, parking citations 243, sweeper tickets 2,711, tow tickets 126. Total calls for the year dispatch was 14,297 with 42,720 miles patrolled. The total call ratio, or that does not include our follow-ups, our investigations, anything with drug task force or anything like that. This is just dispatch calls that we were sent to through 911. I gave you all a copy of that. The second thing is, I'm going to ask at the end for an executive session. It's going to be a reference to personnel, it's going to be a reference to contracts, and also a reference to city security. And finally, stepping back from my role, I want to thank everyone in reference to our recent loss at our department. The outpouring of support that I had from you people here, with not only our department, but the person who was affected the most by it, I couldn't say enough. It truly goes to show the amount of respect that you have for the employees of the city. And from the bottom of my heart, it was a very, very rough time. Some people know that more than others, but thank you so much. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Were you done, Chief?
Yes, sir.
I do want you to please go back to the December report.
Yes, sir.
I want you to read that total calls, please.
Okay. For December, our total calls were 1,299 dispatch calls with 2,968 miles patrolled.
I just want to throw that out there for the people that come to me and complain and tell me that our police do nothing. That, you know, 1,200 calls, 1,300 calls for argument's sake in a month is by no means doing nothing. So you may not see what they're doing, but they're out there and they are most certainly protecting us. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Mayor. And despite any rumors, we will be deploying to Harrisburg.
Well, thank you. Thank you for clearing that up.
And while we're on that subject, I should honestly tell you that there's this rumor going around. I believe it's an internet rumor or a Facebook, whatever it is, rumor going around that local police departments are deploying our assistance was requested through ICE. I received phone calls on it. I've seen it. I'm just here to tell you the City of Shamokin Police Department has not had a formal request to respond anywhere to send all our officers to another municipality. We're here. It has not happened. And of course, if it turns out to be true, we will do what we can to offer assistance. But for some reason, this is hitting the internet and to see if they're losing their officers in the city because they have to go elsewhere. So on a light note, I wanted to clear that up because some of the people are nervous that it's happening, but right now, we're not going anywhere.
Okay, so I guess now would be a good time to call the executive session.
My only suggestion is,
Yes.
since chief wants an executive session, too, let's just do both at the same.
Yep, we can call the chief in after we're done with the one we need to discuss.
Yes, sir,
Okay.
thank you.
So we're going to adjourn into an executive session at 6:28.
Well, we're better.
at 6:45. We did hold an executive session on personnel and contracts. And we also held an executive session at the 12:17 meeting on personnel and contracts that went from 6:30 till 7 with a labor attorney. Didn't want to forget that while we were on executive session issues. So we're back to new business. Request.
City Hall. And I got
I did it again. Betsy, I swear I do this all the time for you. I'm sorry.
Val, can you please highlight, City Hall on the agenda? For some reason, the mayor doesn't like good news. Yeah, the whole bottom.
Please go.
Thank you so much, and it's an honor to serve with new folks around the table tonight, so welcome. I always hand out a update for you once a month, and then also for the public, I do have a stack there, so you're welcome to grab one of those as well. First up for my updates is, you'll notice I did highlight, we have an active transportation workshop, and active transportation means not cars. So walking, riding your bike, and we are trying to entice folks to go for grants for active transportation. Shamokin is the shining example because you were the first in the region to successfully go through a U.S. Department of Transportation Safe Streets for All grant. And I've been very happily sharing that with several folks. Just last Friday, I shared that with the Greater Susquehanna Valley Chamber of Commerce Transportation Committee, so that was very exciting. Kudos to Shamokin. But if you would like this, you have to RSVP, totally free, you get a free lunch, and I'll be there. And so if you would like to come along, please email me, and that's open to the public as well. So just email me and I'll send you the information to register. Next up is, just so you know, phase 1 implementation for the streetscape project will be kicking off shortly. Midstate Paving was the firm that was selected as the lowest bidder for that. We'll be waiting to see if we're successful with the CFA multimodal for 1.5 million, and also the TASA, which is PennDOT's Transportation Alternative Set Aside. We also asked for 1.5 million for that too. Just so you know, there were 8 in just the CEDACOG region that applied for that, so please keep those fingers and toes crossed. Also, positive news coming out. So as you know, we were successful with the FEMA appeal with your remapping. We did reach out to FEMA, and it looks promising that they'll come to a future meeting to speak to the folks of Shamokin about the implications of that. So to be continued, I'll let you know once we have something arranged, but that's a good thing. As you know, we had the $500,000 congressional appropriations for the American Legion building. Huge thanks to HPCI, who's undertaking the work right now. I have asked for an additional almost $6 million, or $3.4 million. So those who keep saying, when are we getting an elevator? We need a whole lot of money for that. So I have asked, let you know. Something that's not on your update here because it is with the EDA board. But tomorrow, there is a pre-bid meeting in the mayor's office here at 1:30 if there's a construction firm that's interested in bidding for the roof reconstruction that has to take place.
That is for the
old post office, historic post office.
Which is funded by the EDA.
EDA, this is for the Economic Development Authority of Shamokin. It is not city-owned, this is not a city project. And the funding for that is coming from Keystone Community, so they have a grant for that. If you're interested, please email me, look on the city's Facebook page. You can look on Go Shamokin Facebook page or the link for the information. Those proposals are due here, 10 a.m., January 23rd, which is a Friday at 10 o'clock. I will be opening them publicly. So if you want to come to that, I'll be in the mayor's office at 10 a.m. Moving on, a huge thanks to Val. She's helped out so much with the DEP Moore grant and loans. That was something that Matt McMullen, our AmeriCorps Vista, was working on, and he abruptly lost his job like all the AmeriCorps Vistas did. And so Val's been tremendously helpful with that. That helped get a more loan for your new boiler in the American Legion building, and that was a job getting that, but that's moving along nicely. So I think everything's fixed in there now, correct,
Yes.
Councilman? Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
So leaving the best for last, Governor Shapiro announced this afternoon after I did our update that City of Shamokin was successful with the DCNR C2P2 grant to half fund the bridge. Very exciting. We got every penny we asked for, so $248,000 and some odd change. So we're also applying, now, while the city does have funding that we could use, we are applying for the Act 13 grant through DCED for the second half of that. So, but we do have half, which is huge. So tremendous news, and that just came out this afternoon. So kudos to Shamokin. Does anybody have any questions for me?
I just. Betsy, thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you're welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you, not bad.
That was tremendous news. So, but then he always skips me. He always skips me.
Just for that, I'll let you use my office.
I know, a tiny little spot on there. So, but once again, open book, if you ever have any questions at all, reach out to me, sure, whatever. So, of course. And also, I'm gonna turn it over to Justin, but just to let you know and remind you that we are working with Justin to have the city become Main Street designated. So that's a big project. And I think we're gonna aim for probably May. We were at one time going to try for January, but we've been told we can push it back till May. So, Justin, you're up.
The reason for the late application submittal is the downtown center is gonna help me go through the application, make sure it's perfect. And there's a 6-month wait right now for them to even look at it, which is kind of sad, but it'll get looked at. There's another thing I wanted to bring up too. So you're gonna start seeing a lot of advertisements for the city, calling the city of opportunity. It's not something new. Back in 1955, the mayor was Mayor Weller at the time. It was a huge thing. It was nationwide. The local chamber of commerce and the junior chamber of commerce called the JCs. It was so well that industry was coming there because of it. So I'm gonna bring that back in the full fruition of how it was. So you're gonna start seeing that well over the city. Hopefully everyone else, council, everyone just starts embracing it again. Back then, everyone's letterhead, city hall, the hospital, everywhere had it on there.
I actually have a license plate that says that.
Did you?
Those are grandfathers.
But the JCs were actually on the Tonight Show with Steve Allen in 1956. They presented him with an anthracite clock on TV and talked about Shamokin for about 10 to 15 minutes, and millions of people seen it. I can't find the episode, only his estate has it, but I did reach out to his estate to see if they would provide me the episode, which I think would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I have my board meeting on Wednesday. They go over a few things and a couple meetings with other companies and stuff. So hopefully I have more things to share next month for good things. That's all I had this week.
Justin, anywhere on the blank, the people that came down to look at
The inventory.
Yeah, they're actually working on the finalizing the list, and then I'm gonna get that over to the code department to compile everything for that. And then once I have all that, then I'll be able to update you all more on that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, now we can go to new business.
That was really, thank
No hurry.
you. Oh, my gosh.
So, I'll request a motion to approve the 2026 council meeting schedule as printed.
Question, are we going to do for?
Yes.
Not turn around the camera in front of me.
Yep. That's what we had said, so. I'm
The
assuming-
only one
I
that
fixed
will not
it,
be,
yeah.
it's because due to President's Day. They're moving it.
third Wednesday. I just put that in my calendar today, so.
So that was the only question. So we have a motion. Do we have the second? I need a second. Okay. Any other questions? The second was Angie. No other questions? Roll call.
Mrs. Arnold,
Yes.
Mr. Dugannon.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Councilman Shutt,
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Motion carried, 5 yeas.
Excuse me, Mayor, is that the first Wednesday and third Monday?
It'd be first Wednesday, third Monday.
That gives us enough time to go over all bills and everything.
Yes, that was a chance. If you weren't present at the workshop when we discussed that, it was just a simple change to allow a little bit more space between the workshop and the actual public meeting. Gives our people time to get minutes, the bill list and everything prepared, and also if there are questions, which we've had already quite a few for our solicitor, to have answers for us at the meeting. So it seemed to be well accepted by everyone.
I could just add to that, Mayor, you can imagine. Doesn't sound like much, but it's going to help us internally considerably.
Then that's a good thing. That's what we're here to
Absolutely.
try to make things better.
I'm setting up a special email just for the city of Shamokin.
Okay, wonderful.
That's,
Wonderful.
I'm doing that.
So
When are you gonna leave?
request a motion to grant Fire Chief Bruce Rogers access to fuel pumps at the police station for emergency fire apparatus use.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Anything on the question? Roll call?
Councilwoman Arnold,
Yes.
Councilman Dugannon,
Yes.
Councilman Taylor,
Yes.
Councilman Shutt,
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Motion carries unanimous.
Okay, request a motion to promote Michelle, and Michelle, please,
Irizarry.
Irizarry. To full, I'd never call her anything but Michelle. Request a motion to promote Michelle Irizarry to full-time support staff / language interpreter at a rate of $19 per hour, retroactive to January 1st, 2026.
A motion.
Do we have a motion? Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Anything on the question?
I just want to state that, for anybody that's questioning this, our support staff downstairs, I mean, Michelle is part-time, but she stayed here. Part-time is how many hours? 32?
28 a week.
30,
30, no.
about 30. Michelle would be here, and everybody knows, but we all see it. She's here for 40 hours, even a little more than that. And not only that, but she interprets for the police department, the code office, the tax department, as well as the front desk. She interprets, and she's a smiling face to come in. And she didn't ask for benefits, so it's no health benefits or anything. It's just basically a full-time status is what she wanted. And I just want to make that clear to everyone. She's a big asset in this area. We don't want to lose her. So, thank you.
Thank you.
That's all.
So we have the motion, we have the second,
I have a question.
another question.
For bookkeeping purposes, would it be better and easier to make her full-time at the beginning of the pay period for this pay period, this time, or?
Yeah.
But this is going back to January 1st, so
Yeah, I mean, it would technically be easier, but also it's not a lot of work to calculate it. She just gets a small adjustment for, for that time.
although being that Michelle didn't ask for benefits, she would need to get the $1,200 a year stipend for giving up the benefits.
That's it.
Otherwise, the city by law has to pay her
That's no
benefits.
different than any other employee.
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
Last time I checked into it, just for off the record, I guess, for I really don't care. Call a company that does, interpretation, services and, see how much it costs to get an interpreter. Because, you're talking, you might as well take them home with you because the police 24/7.
And she's available 24/7 when we call her.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, any other questions?
So we're gonna go back, we're doing the January 1st as stated on the agenda. Okay? Roll call.
Mrs. Arnold?
Yes.
Mr. Buchanan?
Yes.
Mr. Kaler?
Yes.
Mr. Shuck?
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin?
Yes.
The motion carries unanimous. It's yours.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard full-time.
I don't know if I should clap or.
Request a motion to promote Danielle Hinkle to full-time code officer at a rate of $17 per hour effective Monday, January 12th, 2026.
I'll make a motion.
We have the motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Anything on the question?
Who's second?
Dakota.
Again, she's doing an exceptional job, and she works a lot more than part-time, and she's always, I think she's here now, there she is, yeah. And she's always out there, and she's receptive, and she's doing a wonderful job, she really is, so. And all this is bringing her up to full-time, so, thank you.
It's been a huge help to our code officer, and it's made a noticeable difference in the city already. I can't wait to see what happens in the next year.
And we are missing a part-time,
Yes,
so,
yes.
but,
She's actually taking care of that.
So we need a roll call.
Councilman Arnold?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Councilwoman.
Yes.
I didn't get the call yet. Sorry. Councilman Buchanan?
Yes.
Councilman Kaler?
yes.
Councilman Shuck?
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin?
Yes.
Motion carries unanimous.
Okay. Anything under unfinished business? No. Okay, boards and committees. I'll request a motion for an appointment of an individual to the zoning board for the remainder of the vacant 5-year term ending January 1st, 2030. We need a motion for a name for that position. For the zoning.
Is that Bill?
Was.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion for Bill Allen.
Bill Allen is the existing gentleman, and it would basically be extended his term. Yes. We have a motion for Bill Allen. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Anything on the question? Roll call.
Mrs. Arnold?
Yes.
Mr. Buchanan?
Yes.
Mr. Kaler?
Yes.
Mr. Shuck?
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin?
Yes.
The motion carries unanimous.
Okay, request a motion to appoint an individual to the Housing Authority Board for the remainder of the term vacated by Joseph Lashinsky.
I'd like the motion, Tina Will.
I'll second.
So we have a motion and a second for Tina Wilk. Do we have any other names? Anything on the question for Tina Wilk?
Yes, how long is this?
It's for the, it would be till Joe Lashinsky's
I think
term was up.
term expires next year.
I believe it is next year.
So, okay.
Yes.
So it's only 1 year, so
Now, for.
she's got a lot to do for a year.
Keep in mind, okay, there are, on that particular board, if I'm not mistaken, And I don't have the dates off the top of my head, but in the very near future,
We've got a lot of them coming up.
yes, there's gonna be one or two more vacancies. I think there's at least one vacancy, down the road here.
So,
And you agree with that?
I don't have that info in front of me, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure there's at least one other
Yes,
coming up.
yes.
So we have the motion and the second for Tina Wilk.
Mrs. Arnold,
All abstain.
Mr. Dugannon,
Yes.
Mr. Taylor,
Yes.
Mr. Shuck,
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Okay, we have 4 yeas, 1 abstention. The motion carries.
We'll go to solicitor's report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and this is where your new solicitor is going to make a change from how you've done things in the past. Where the idea came from that I have to sit up here and read a 22-page ordinance, I have no idea that that's not the law.
Oh, Mr. Greco never.
All one breath.
That must have been really painful.
Yeah.
So I've got two matters on my agenda here. And the first one is just a request that you give permission to me and Val to advertise ordinance number 2601 for consideration in either approval or denial at next month's meeting. This is an ordinance, it's authorizing a lease of certain real property to the Shamokin Coal Township Joint Sewer Authority pursuant to a lease agreement. And basically, the city of Shamokin is guaranteeing that through its taxing-based authority to the amount of $5,750,000. It's also giving authority to the property officers of the city to take all required, necessary, or desirable related action in connection with such project and the execution and delivery of the lease agreement and sublease and guarantee agreement. So if anybody wants to read this, it'll be in the code office, available during regular business hours. Any resident, any council person, any taxpayer wants to come in and see it, have a copy available for them to stand there and read. Okay? And Val and I talked about this earlier today. Typically, I do the advertisement, but she does it, and that's if you haven't paid me to do it. So we'll just make sure it's posted and advertised according to law. So we need a motion to allow us to do that.
I did just one question. You said code office. So you would put it in the code office, or are you gonna put it in the city?
I'm sorry, meeting the office is confused.
Okay.
Val's gonna have.
Okay, yeah, okay, just wanna make sure. Okay, so we have a motion and a second.
I'll say.
Anything on the question?
Sorry, who made the motion?
Councilman Taylor.
Okay.
And Councilman Duganez was the second. Anything on the question? Okay, roll call.
Councilman Arnold,
Yes.
Councilman Dugannon.
Yes.
Councilman Taylor,
Yes.
Councilman Shuck,
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
Motion carried, unanimous.
Thank you. And Mr. Mayor, second thing on my agenda is City of Shamokin ordinance number 16-09. This is basically your landlord tenant ordinance. Came to the attention of the code enforcement officer, I believe, at a recent hearing with the magistrate, that we have an issue in the language of the ordinance under section 27, enforcement violations and penalties, where it actually contradicts itself under section C. So we need, Val and I, once again, permission to advertise this properly, fix it, so that it reads the way it should, and will give clarity to the magistrate, understand he's got more than 5 of these that he's holding on to right now until we do this. So we'd like permission to advertises properly and just make an amendment to this ordinance to make it clear.
Okay, so we have a motion to take Dakota on the first,
I'll second.
Angie on the second,
Who made the motion?
Dakota. Anything on the question? Roll call?
Councilwoman Arnold,
Yes.
Councilman Buchanan,
Yes.
Councilman Taylor,
Yes.
Councilman Shutt,
Yes.
Mayor McLaughlin.
Yes.
The motion carries unanimous.
Anything, do we have any citizen comments? And if you do, please come to the podium. Make sure you're signed in at a little desk over by Mr. Kanovich. And you would have 3 minutes to discuss any issues if you did. No citizen comments?
Wow.
Okay, if that's the case, motion to adjourn. Meeting is adjourned at
I saw that too, yeah.
7:10.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna see if our team will go.
Wow.